10 surprise entrants we'll see in the 2025 Royal Rumble. Number 10. Alexa Bliss. Various reports indicate that Alexa Bliss is finally on her way back to WWE television and will be back on our screens in 2025. Bliss would be a welcome addition to the women's roster as she's one of the most decorated female stars ever, and she would elevate any program she's attached to. Bliss has been away from WWE for a considerable length of time, and WWE may need to tweak her presentation slightly just so fans can easily reconnect with her work. Whilst there may be pushes for Bliss to bring back her supernatural character, a popular option on social media is Bliss bringing back a new form of her celebrated goddess persona. This was the persona that managed to get Bliss over on the main roster, and a spiteful theme song playing in the Women's Royal Rumble would be a certified way to create a huge pop. Number 9. Joe Hendry. One of the most likely surprise entrants for the 2025 Men's Rumble is Joe Hendry. Hendry's entire gimmick and presentation screams Rumble surprise entrant, and he would no doubt receive a great reaction from the 40,000 in attendance. Hendry isn't contracted WWE talent, but it's believed that the relationship between WWE and TNA is still healthy, so it does seem likely that Hendry pops up in the Rumble. His TNA booking has received criticism in the second half of 2024, and some might say that his star power has faded. Nevertheless, WWE were looking to be stacking the Rumble with exciting surprises, and Hendry certainly fits the bill. But speaking of bills, number 8, Bill Goldberg. Now in 2024, Goldberg officially announced that he'll be retiring in 2025. It's unclear if Goldberg will be having one or more matches, yet one of the smartest things WWE could do with Goldberg is give him a surprise spot in the annual Men's Rumble match. A name such as Goldberg in the Rumble would create social media buzz and would no doubt generate attraction in some capacity. As long as Goldberg delivers his appearance without any major blunders or botches, then it'll be a great showing for the WWE Hall of Famer. It's well known that Goldberg shines in small sporadic appearances, and the Rumble is literally the perfect opportunity for WWE to highlight Goldberg for all his strengths. Number 7. Wade Barrett. Ever since Wade Barrett rejoined WWE as a commentator, there have been calls to see him enter the Royal Rumble match. Barrett had a decent career, never truly got a good send-off, so seeing him deliver bullhammer elbows in the matchup would be very welcomed. One of the key fantasy booking ideas that has been floating around social media recently is the idea of a Barrett vs Drew McIntyre match. Barrett had a vested interest in a feud between McIntyre and CM Punk, and fans believe that this was planting the seeds for an eventual showdown between Barrett and McIntyre. A match between the two would surely act as Barrett's final in-ring matchup, and his long-term friend facing him in said match would be the perfect retirement for the former Intercontinental Champion. Number 6. Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace is set to become a free agent in early 2025, and it's an expectation that Grace finds herself in WWE in some capacity. Grace has made a number of high-profile appearances in WWE over the past year or so, and it's apparent that Grace has impressed WWE higher-ups, specifically Triple H. Grace is tailor-made for WWE and is destined to be a huge star in the promotion. It's possible that Grace makes her start in NXT, however, even if this is indeed the case, then a Rumble surprise appearance isn't completely out of the question, and it'll be a solid way to reintroduce her to the WWE audience. Number 5. Big E. Since Big E suffered a broken neck back in 2022, there's been no significant news relating to his in-ring status. Big E has taken on a new role in WWE as a pre-show analyst, and although he's tremendous in this role, he's still very sorely missed from an in-ring perspective. Big E is evidently trying to get medically cleared, but if his neck is still causing problems, then it's in everyone's best interest if Big E stays retired. However, due to Big E's recent cameo appearance during the Acclaim segment alongside Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, this has led to speculation that Big E is hoping to be cleared for a Royal Rumble appearance. The segment itself did seem to plant the seeds for Big E's eventual in-ring comeback, and if this is on the horizon, then there's no better time for the former WWE Champion to make his return than the 2025 Royal Rumble. Number 4. X-Pac. One of the names that fans often suggest for a Royal Rumble appearance every single year is X-Pac. Sean Waltman is a notable name from multiple WWE eras, and it's about time for X-Pac to get his flowers and have a showing in the Rumble. X-Pac has been involved with WWE thanks to various projects over the years, and due to his positive relationship with Triple H, a Rumble appearance doesn't seem out of the question. But one of the more common complaints from recent Rumbles is that the surprise entrants haven't been unique or surprising, and an X-Pac cameo in the match would help negate some of that warranted criticism. Number 3. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin shocked the world in 2022 when he came out of retirement. Austin had previously retired back in 2003, but in 2022 at WrestleMania 38, the Texas Rattlesnake believed that it was the most appropriate time to make a return to the squared circle. It was reported that Austin was contacted to wrestle in 2023, and the matches pitched to Austin included featured WrestleMania matches against either Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns. Austin rejected these pitches and seemed quite content with having his final match against Kevin Owens. But that was until reports circulated that WWE are interested in a potential Austin vs CM Punk matchup. An Austin surprise appearance in the 2025 Rumble would be magnificent, and hearing the glass shatter would create a pop of a lifetime. As we all know, Austin is always precise when it comes to his creative direction, and it's unlikely that Austin wouldn't just want to have another match in this capacity if it wasn't going to lead to anything substantial. Therefore, if WWE approaches Austin to return at the Rumble, then it would likely lead to a mega match at WrestleMania 41 in April. Number 2. The Rock. One of the talking points of the latter half of 2024 has been The Rock's status for WrestleMania 41. There are reports indicating that The Rock wouldn't be working the biggest show of the year, and upon hearing these reports, The Rock was quick to shut them down, which likely suggests that The Rock will play a major role come April 2025. There have been rumors circulating that the final boss may work the Rumble, and some are even speculating that the highly anticipated match between The Rock and Cody Rhodes will take place at the Rumble itself. This all depends on what the WWE have planned for The Rock at WrestleMania, as if the match is being saved for Mania, then a surprise appearance from The Rock in the Rumble would be a smart move. It's unclear what the status of the Roman Reigns vs Rock matchup is, as it's been rumored that WWE are moving forward with a triple threat featuring Cody Rhodes. And if this is the plan, does that mean that the Rock and Reigns match is never going to materialize? Whatever the case, WWE presenting The Rock in the Rumble gives him a ton of creative opportunities. The Rock would have memorable interactions with the likes of Punk and John Cena, and if Austin makes a surprise appearance, then a standoff between the two former foes would create a WWE moment that fans will never forget. And just before we get into number 1, an honorable mention of Logan Paul. Now in December 2024, Logan Paul announced that he had retired from pro wrestling. Whilst this did come as a huge surprise, the common consensus is that Paul is working an angle and will indeed be back in WWE at some point in 2025. With the Royal Rumble kickstarting the road to WrestleMania 41, the annual matchup seems like the most logical place for the former US champion to make his grand return to WWE programming, and this could potentially set up Paul's angle and matchup for the annual WWE spectacle. And number 1, AJ Lee. It feels like every year fans collectively call for AJ Lee to be a surprise entrant in the annual Rumble. This desire mainly comes from the fans' organic connection with AJ Lee, and despite her having retired almost a decade ago, she continues to be one of the most celebrated and popular female stars of all time, which is a true testament to her abilities. With CM Punk back in WWE and with Punk having such a good standing backstage, there's never been a better opportunity for AJ to make a surprise appearance in the Royal Rumble. Since Punk returned to WWE, he's had some varying answers when it comes to AJ returning to the company, but ultimately it will be her call, and if she does decide to make a Rumble appearance, then she will no doubt blow the roof off the Lucas Oil Stadium come February 1st, 2025. But there you have it, folks. 10 surprise entrants that could appear in the Royal Rumble. Which one wrestler would you like to see make a surprise return? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.